Приветствую вас на пятой части прохождения Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Наследие. Продолжаем.
Revelio. Reparo. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Reparo. Revelio. Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Revelio.
Повелеваю, да будет огонь!
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now for our next task.
Revelio.
We'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with...
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Revelio. Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic. Wonderful.
Пусть говорят,
About to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own toilet
мы
table
редко
here in the classroom.
видимся
Wasn't
с
even a spell on such
тобой.
late notice.
Сердце всегда.
Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to Hogwarts
Ты со мной,
later.
ты
Even
со
with
мной.
sunlight and a bit of magic. They will
Пусть
take time
говорят,
to grow. Let's see.
что не судьба нам быть вдвоем. Люди твердят об одном, но я это ты это я, и никого не надо нам. Все, что сейчас есть у меня, я лишь тебе одной отдам. Я это ты это я, и никого не надо нам. Все, что сейчас есть у меня, я лишь тебе одной отдам. Лето прошло, и наступили холода, но все равно.
Do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Revelio.
Your weeds possess their own rugged form of beauty.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Revelio.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean...
Revelio.
If Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
So here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Сливы-цепелины. Эти похожие на редиску оранжевого цвета фрукты парят вверх ногами, когда вырастают. Некоторые считают, что они могут обострять восприимчивость человека ко всему необычному. Удерживайте L1 и используйте R, чтобы открыть круговое меню инструментов и назначить китайскую жующую капусту. Затем нажмите L1, чтобы использовать назначенные вами инструменты ведения боя.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Revelio.
I'll see you back in class.
Как открыть подобного вида замки? Может быть, попробовать левиоса или акцию муж огоньком? Чё-то не работает. А ну-ка потом напишите в комментариях, как возможно это открыть. Или может там дальше по сюжету это откроется. Будет интересно почитать.
Revelio. Revelio.
Дерево в теплице. Это гигантское дерево стоит в центре теплицы Хогвартса. Его система корней столь же глубока и запутанна, как и подземелья самой школы.
Revelio.
Что же, идем на поиски ништяков. А ну-ка сейчас невидимость переключим. Наверное, лучше так даже сделать, да. Видимость спокойненько. Все, идем дальше. Семенам требуется время, чтобы прорасти. Вернитесь к своему столу для горшков в кабинете травологии попозже, чтобы собрать урожай с ваших растений.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
С этим вопросом мне пришлось жить 2 минуты.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Но насколько взаимна эта симпатия, я сказать не берусь.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Revelio.
Now, was it two
Maybe
pinches of
almost, or
Angelica
someone from the Revelio school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Тепло ли тебе, девица? Тепло ли тебе, красная?
Тепло, батюшка.
А теперь? Тепло ли тебе, девица? Тепло ли тебе, красная?
И теперь тепло, батюшка. Ведь я же...
Revelio.
He knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Reparo.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Revelio.
I wish he talked about it more. My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Хайпанем немножечко. По-моему, ответ очевиден.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Как только я узнал об этой новости, то сразу же захотел проверить информацию.
I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Revelio.
Your potion should not...
Перышко Фвуппера.
Revelio.
Head witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Вари, свари зелье. Так. О, Уизли там что-то делает. Мальва, странно, что происходит. Что он там делает? Ой-ё, накосячил умник. Понятно, вот этот фейерверк еще запустил. Новогодний. Гениально. Ё-моё. Ну, профессор уже понял, да, что это не первый и последний раз. Поэтому... А очки-то за что? Ну, ё-моё. Ага. Ну ладно. По крайней мере, он хоть поэкспериментировал. Умник.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
Что же, будем говорить с профессором. Удивительно, что вы нашли на это время, как заняты, помогая мистеру Уизли творить хаос. Но здесь, ну, правду нужно сказать, потому что действительно, ну, что, поэкспериментировал зато хоть немного. Ну, ответственность тоже надо принимать. Это нормально. Я уважаю людей, готовых отвечать за свои поступки. Будем считать, урок вы усвоили. Это верно. Потому что за любые действия нужно нести определенные последствия и понимать ответственность этих действий. Так, поначалу у нас скептические версии, удалось своим ученикам, удалось оправдать ваши ожидания. Ну да.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Revelio.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Так, ну что же, экспериментатор. Интересный был урок. Ну да, тебе-то точно. Ага. Ну ладно, может что-то действительно, что-то хорошее досварит.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Revelio. Revelio.
Something else too. A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
Reparo.
Watch yourself.
That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred clockwise.
Lovely to see you.
Revelio.
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Revelio.
Come on in. Healing potions are a specialty here, should you need any. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
thought I could compete. From the own, I'll be Hogwarts.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
What did you think would happen?
Lumos.
What's wrong with his busted thing?
Revelio. Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like that.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
House elves are wizardkind's best.
Revelio.
I wonder if they'll ever...
Revelio. Revelio.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these
Novelty socks at that price can't be passed up. Be thankful
Hello
you
there.
have
I'd
socks.
rather have no
Ready
socks
for a little
than
change
dance
in
like
fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
Why is he dancing?
this. See? And you'd said the charm'd come out in the wash, but it hasn't.
Someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone would think you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
Oh.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
When you pay for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn to be thrifty and behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be absurd. That woman will say anything to avoid spending her canut. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Revelio.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
Hello there. Come on in and have a look around.
Toadstool tales always made me wretched as a child.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. The name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. That's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Oh. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Preparo. Huh? Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ну нахер. Отец. Ну ты видел? Видел?
Нормально. О, нормально. 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 Нормально.
Revelio.
Тогда, может быть, ты сам прочитаешь?
Да чего там читать-то? Так и написано. Налево пойдешь, богатым будешь. Направо пойдешь, женатым будешь. А кто...
Revelio. Revelio.
Стоп, погодите, это пугало сейчас двигалось? Да, оно двигается. Лол. А что будет, если подойти с этой стороны? Дратути. О, так. Нормально, пугало поздоровалось. Окей, идем дальше.
Leviosa. Revelio.
Гибридского черного дракона. Гибридский черный дракон — это огромная тварь, которая может вырасти до 10-9 метров в длину. Большая, грубая чешуя, принадлежащая одному из этих драконов, является ценностью Арчи Бикла, которую он хранит в своем тайном убежище.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
That will be all. Thank you for your time. Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Revelio.
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
That's what the authorities are for.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't...
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Revelio. Be on your guard. I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me!
What's going on here? Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Perhaps. What precisely do you need to retrieve and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father...
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
They must have come this way. Think! Hard to pin down.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You've nowhere to hide. We can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Let me hurt you to top of my dead body. I command that you release me. What's this you?
Leviosa!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner.
Revelio.
I'm so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! The flames make the pyre sing.
How beautiful! What a day!
Revelio!
Hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio!
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Revelio. Reparo.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid.
Всем спасибо за просмотр. Увидимся в следующих видео. До скорого.